Morey's Piers is located in Wildwood, New Jersey, and is home to 6 different roller coasters. None of these roller coasters are particularly outstanding. However, for a boardwalk park, they have a pretty good collection. So in this video, I'm counting down, in my opinion, their best 6 roller coasters. So I'm going to waste no time and getting right into it. Number 6 is Fly the Great Noreaster, which is a Vekoma SLC. Now, for those of you who might not be familiar with this type of roller coaster, this is a clone. They're all over the world. And these coasters are notorious for being rough, and this coaster is no exception. This ride will give you a headache. It's not a very fun coaster. But what separates it is that the restraints are better than the average one of these. On the normal one of these coasters with the old restraints, you'll have some head bashing. With this, instead, your head is just jostling around. And as much as I hate to say it, unfortunately the best thing about this coaster really is the color scheme. I love the color scheme, how the white is just awesome, but the actual ride is not that great. This is definitely one of those coasters that it's more fun to look at it and watch it than it is to ride it. Taking the number 5 spot is the Whopper. This is located on the Surfside Pier, which is the same pier that Fly the Great Noreaster is located on. And this has a standard Wild Mouse layout, which means that it has lots of switchbacks. This coaster is just going back and forth with these sharp 180-degree turns, and it's not particularly fun. The thrilling element of this coaster is that you feel like you're gonna fly off the coaster track because you're going around such sharp turns. But these coasters aren't particularly unique, and I'm not a huge fan of them, so that's why the Whopper is coming in at number 5. Number 4 is Rolly's Coaster. This is a Pinfari Zyklon, and it's not exactly a great ride. In my opinion, what really kills this coaster is the fact that it has over-the-shoulder restraints, which are completely unnecessary, and it's also a pretty jerky ride. It's also not very exciting, and pretty much just goes into a bunch of helixes. Now we're at our top 3. Number 3 is the Litzer, which is the final of the 3 coasters on the Surfside Pier, the other one being Fly the Great Noreaster and the Whopper. And like many of the coasters at Morey's Piers, this one also is a clone. You can find a few of the other ones exactly like it also in New Jersey at other boardwalk parks. This is a zero bobsled style roller coaster, where really the only restraint that you get is a seat belt, and there also isn't really a seat. You're more lying down on this coaster. And this is a pretty compact roller coaster. It pretty much just winds around itself. Number 2 is Serpent, which is the Vekoma boomerang of the park. This coaster also is a clone, and it's one of the better Vekoma boomerangs out there. Like the Great Noreaster, this coaster is also all white, which I am a fan of roller coasters that are all white, including the supports and the track and everything. I think it really looks cool. Although I don't think that the name matches with the color scheme. If you're going to name a coaster Serpent, then the track probably should be green or something like that. But anyways, getting on to the roller coaster. It's a Vekoma boomerang. You all are familiar with this coaster. It's not anything different, but it is a fun ride. I am one who enjoys Vekoma boomerangs. These coasters really aren't as bad as people say they are. And the coaster that I have chosen to be number 1 on this list is the Great White, which is a CCI, Custom Coasters International wooden roller coaster that actually goes out onto the beach. It's located on the final pier, which is the Adventure Pier, and it is a very fun wooden roller coaster. Definitely my favorite in the park, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the only roller coaster at Morey's Piers that is not a clone. And it actually has a pretty fun layout. What's cool about this coaster is that when it's coming out of the station, it actually goes under the boardwalk. After that, it goes up the lift hill, goes through a series of overbank turns right after that drop. And it has some airtime hills too. It also gives you some decent airtime, which is always a plus. So if you're at Morey's Piers and you only have time to ride a limited number of roller coasters, I definitely recommend riding Great White. It's a lot smoother than many of the other roller coasters at Morey's Piers, and it's a very fun coaster that makes for a great daytime ride and a great nighttime ride.